The Iraq War Story: Why America Invaded. The Iraq War, which began in 2003, remains one of the most debated and consequential military interventions in recent American history, a conflict that reshaped geopolitics, influenced U.S. foreign policy, and left a complex legacy both in Iraq and globally. In the aftermath of the September 11th attacks, the United States shifted its focus to combating terrorism and preventing perceived threats from spreading across unstable regions, with Iraq quickly emerging as a target due to concerns about weapons of mass destruction, ties to terrorist organizations, and the authoritarian regime of Saddam Hussein. According to multiple reputable sources, including declassified government documents and international reports, the Bush administration argued that Hussein possessed chemical and biological weapons and could potentially pursue nuclear programs, though subsequent inspections and investigations would later challenge the certainty of these claims. The narrative was bolstered by concerns over regional stability, fears of rogue states supplying dangerous materials to extremist groups, and a broader vision of promoting democracy in the Middle East, a justification that sparked both domestic support and international skepticism. As Operation Iraqi Freedom commenced in March 2003, U.S. and coalition forces employed advanced military technology, including precision-guided munitions, stealth aircraft, and integrated intelligence networks, allowing a rapid initial advance toward Baghdad. Major combat operations quickly toppled Hussein's regime, with images of the statue of Saddam being pulled down in Firdos Square becoming an iconic symbol of regime change. Yet the removal of the government was only the beginning of a far more complex and prolonged conflict. In the months and years that followed, Iraq faced a power vacuum, sectarian divisions, and a growing insurgency that challenged U.S. and coalition forces at every turn. Urban warfare, improvised explosive devices, and guerrilla tactics made the conflict unpredictable and deadly, contributing to rising casualties among both soldiers and civilians. Experts note that the war's human cost extended beyond immediate casualties, with widespread displacement, infrastructure collapse, and social upheaval affecting millions of Iraqis, while American troops faced the psychological toll of long deployments, exposure to combat, and moral dilemmas in counterinsurgency operations. The political ramifications in the United States were equally significant, as debates over the justification for the invasion, the accuracy of intelligence, and the conduct of the war fueled partisan divides and public scrutiny, shaping future policy discussions about military intervention. Internationally, the Iraq War prompted protests, strained alliances, and debates at the United Nations over the legitimacy of preemptive action, leaving a lasting impression on global perceptions of American power and foreign policy priorities. Reconstruction efforts faced immense challenges, with attempts to rebuild institutions, establish democratic governance, and provide basic services often hindered by corruption, security threats, and complex local dynamics, a situation that underscored the difficulties of nation-building in post-conflict environments. Some analysts argue that the invasion was motivated not only by security concerns, but also by strategic interests, including control of energy resources and influence over a key geopolitical region, while others highlight a combination of misjudged intelligence, ideological convictions, and a desire to project strength in the post-9/11 era. Over time, the rise of insurgent groups, including al-Qaeda in Iraq and later ISIS, demonstrated the unintended consequences of destabilization and the challenges of counterterrorism in fragmented societies. By the late 2000s, a series of troop surges, counterinsurgency strategies, and political negotiations helped reduce large-scale violence, though the country continued to face political instability and sectarian tension. For the United States, the Iraq War became a defining chapter in the post-9/11 security landscape, influencing military doctrine, intelligence operations, and public attitudes toward foreign interventions, and it prompted reflection on the limits of military power in achieving political objectives. The war's legacy remains contested. It reshaped Iraq's political landscape, contributed to regional instability, and sparked ongoing debates about accountability, strategy, and the human cost of intervention. Yet beyond controversy, the Iraq War offers enduring lessons about decision-making under uncertainty, the complexity of nation-building, and the importance of balancing security imperatives with humanitarian considerations. Understanding why America invaded, how the conflict unfolded, and what followed is crucial for anyone seeking insight into modern military